I had 15 landlords come to me this month, inbound, asking me to take their property. 2 years ago, I was chasing landlords. Now they're chasing me. So if you've been waiting for the right moment to start a property business, this is it. Stay with me. I'm going to show you exactly what changed, why landlords are scared, and how my students are signing deals in weeks, not months. Let me set the scene. It's April 2026. The Renters' Rights Act is about to land on the 1st of May. Landlords across the UK are looking at the portfolios and realizing something has changed and it's not in their favor. Here's what they're feeling right now. Section 21 is gone. The no-fault eviction notice is dead. If a tenant won't leave, the landlord has to prove a reason. And the courts, they take 6 to 12 months, sometimes longer. Fixed-term tenancies are gone. Every contract becomes rolling. The tenant can give 2 months notice and just walk out. The landlord has to plan for it. Selling, that isn't easy either. That mortgage rates are still high. The sales market right now is really slow. Estate agents are quoting 6 months on the market before you can expect your property to be sold. So picture the landlord's position. Stuck with tenants that they can't easily move on. They can't sell quickly. Costs are going up. The stress is going up. That's the problem. And we, the operators, are the answer. Here's what landlords are figuring out. If they hand the property to an operator like me or like one of my students, or hopefully you in the future, most of the headache goes away. Let me explain why this works for the landlord. 1, guaranteed monthly income. I pay them revenue from the property every month on the dot. Same day, every month, no void periods, no the tenant just lost their job. Number 2, there's no tenant risk. I don't put long-term tenants in. I run short stays, Airbnbs, 2 nights, 1 week, sometimes a month long. The Renters' Rights Act doesn't apply to those type of guests. Number 3, no eviction nightmares. If a guest is bad, our terms and conditions allows us to kick them out immediately. I deal with that. Number 4, the property is looked after. I clean it every single week. I fix all the small things really quickly. I treat it like my own. This is literally how I make my living. I'm incentivized to make sure everything works out. Number 5, they keep ownership. They don't sell. They don't lose their assets. They just stop fearing the new regulations. From their seat, this is the Kleenex exit that isn't a sale. That's why my phone is ringing off the hook. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. In the last 30 days, I had 15 landlords reach out to me, inbound. I didn't chase them. They came to me. Some came through Instagram, some through emails, a few were from referrals. One walked up to me at an event and asked if I would like to take his flat. 2 years ago, I was knocking on doors. I was sliding into people's DMs. Now, they find me. I would like to think it's because of who I am. But my students are experiencing the same thing. Let me give you the pattern. Most of these landlords are between 45 and 65. They've owned their property for 10 to 25 years, and many of them are actually just accidental landlords. They kept the flat when they moved in with a partner, they said, well, we're going to keep that flat. Some of them inherited the property, but what they all share, they're tired. The rules keep changing. The numbers don't add up like what they used to, and this new act is the final straw for them. Guys, this isn't a bubble. This is a structural shift. Every landlord in the UK is having the same conversation in their head right now. The students I have who are positioned for this are signing deals in weeks. Jayesh, 5 properties in 90 days. Angeline, 3 properties in 6 weeks. Azubuike, he secured his first deal in 30 days with absolutely 0 property background. These were not accidents. These were the results of the right system deployed at the right time. Right now. So how do you actually have these conversations? Here's what I tell my students. When you sit down with a landlord, you have about 90 seconds before they decide if you're worth your time. Now, in those 90 seconds, you need to address the 3 things they care about in this order. Number 1, money. Don't pitch them on service accommodation. Don't pitch them on Airbnb. Pitch them on what they're gonna get. You make more money. You don't deal with tenants. You don't deal with voids. You don't deal with maintenance calls. That's it. That's what they want to hear. That's what matters to them. Lead with the income and obviously the security. Number 2 is control. Landlords are scared of losing control. The new act has made this worse. So tell them, you stay the legal owner. You decide when this ends. And then number 3, trust. And this is where most operators fail. They try to sound corporate. They try to sound polished. Be the opposite. Just be a freaking real person. Show them your real properties. And if you don't have any yet, then show them real numbers of others in their area and how they're performing. Tell them the story of your last deal. What worked? What didn't work? The landlord doesn't want a salesperson. They want a partner. They're looking for a solution. And if you do those 3 things in the first 90 seconds, I promise you, you're going to be invited to the second conversation. That's where the deal happens. Now, here's a fair warning. This window won't last forever. Right now, the inbound is high because most operators don't know how to handle these conversations. You know, they're stuck on those old rent-to-rent contracts. They're sounding like sharks and they're losing deals. But by Q4 of 2026, more operators would have figured this out. The market will get more crowded. The inbound will compress. I'm giving this about 6 months, maybe 9 if I'm being generous. And if you want to be one of the operators that landlords are calling, you need to move right now. And that doesn't mean rush. It just means start. Right? Get clear on the model. Have your first conversation. Sign your first deal. And if you want me to walk you through how to get 10 plus landlord introductions in the next 30 days, like my students are doing right now, book your escape plan call. The link is going to be in the description. Again, it's 1 call, no pressure. Let's see if you're going to be a good fit. That's it. I'll see you on the next video.